Inside Toyota's massive factory in Kentucky, everything runs like a perfectly tuned high-tech machine. Every single minute, a new car body is completed. Every 60 seconds, a brand new vehicle rolls off the production line. This facility is one of Toyota's most important manufacturing hubs, producing millions of vehicles each year, including popular models like the Camry, RAV4 Hybrid, and Lexus ES 350. More than 2,000 Toyota vehicles are built here every day. Imagine large sheets of steel placed side by side. Within minutes, those plain metal sheets are transformed into a polished Camry or Lexus. From installing the engine to applying the final coat of paint, every step is carried out with incredible precision. It takes only a few hours for a car to be fully assembled. But production speed isn't everything. Once completed, each vehicle goes through multiple quality checks to ensure it meets Toyota's strict standards before it ever reaches the road. However, the real story isn't just about building cars quickly. The bigger question is, how is Toyota preparing to compete with companies like Tesla and BYD in the rapidly growing electric and hybrid vehicle market? Inside this factory, the focus isn't only on today's vehicles, it's also on the future. Battery systems are being developed, new technologies are being tested, and long-term strategies are being shaped that could redefine the direction of the automotive industry. In this video, we'll take you inside the factory and walk through the entire production process step by step. Make sure to watch until the end, because you'll discover that Toyota isn't just manufacturing cars, it's building the foundation for the next era of transportation. And before you go further, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss upcoming videos like this. If you think of Toyota's Kentucky plant as just another factory, you're only seeing part of the picture. This place feels less like a simple manufacturing site and more like a fully functioning industrial city. The sheer size of the facility, the range of operations happening inside, and the coordination of thousands of workers make it feel like an entirely different world. From the outside, it may look like a single large building. But once you step inside, you realize it's a carefully designed system where everything operates on schedule and in perfect sync. The factory stretches across hundreds of acres, divided into multiple sections. Each team has its own responsibilities, yet everything is interconnected, just like roads, neighborhoods, electricity, and water systems in a city. Every area inside the plant serves a specific purpose. Massive rolls of steel enter one section. Robotic arms shape and mold them with precision. In another area, skilled workers and advanced machines assemble the many components that make up a vehicle. The speed and coordination are so impressive that it can leave any observer amazed. And beyond the production line itself, there's an entire support system working behind the scenes to keep everything running smoothly. Just like a city relies on power, water, transportation, and security. This factory has its own internal networks. Materials move through dedicated pathways from one section to another. Small transport carts, automated guided vehicles, and conveyor systems are constantly in motion, delivering parts exactly where they're needed, exactly when they're needed. The organization is so efficient that disruptions are kept to a minimum. If one section slows down, it can affect the entire production line. That's why every stage is closely connected to the next, much like a city's traffic system. What's even more fascinating is that this factory isn't designed only for today's needs. It's built with the future in mind. Different areas are structured in a way that allows new technologies to be integrated smoothly over time. This isn't just a car manufacturing plant, it's a dynamic, evolving system capable of adapting as the industry changes. And then there's the 60-second reality. Hearing that a new car rolls off the production line every 60 seconds might sound almost unbelievable, but it's not magic. It's the result of meticulous planning, precise timing, and seamless coordination across thousands of moving parts, both human and robotic, all working together toward a single goal. This doesn't mean a complete car is built in just 60 seconds. Instead, every minute, a vehicle moves forward to the next stage of production. Think of it like a long chain where a new piece is added every few seconds. Inside the factory, there are hundreds of workstations, and each one is responsible for a specific task. At one station, the body is being shaped. At another, doors are being installed. Somewhere else, wiring is carefully fitted into place. As soon as one station finishes its job, the car frame moves on to the next. Because this system runs continuously, a new vehicle advances along the line every single minute. But this level of efficiency only works when every section performs its task at exactly the right time. Even a small delay in one area can disrupt the entire line. That's why everything is carefully planned in advance. Humans and machines work side by side throughout the process. Machines handle the heavy lifting and highly precise operations, while people focus on detailed tasks and quality control. Every worker knows exactly how long their part of the job should take. There's no chaos or rushing, but there are no unnecessary pauses either. This careful balance is what keeps the entire system moving smoothly. Now let's look at where a car's journey truly begins, with simple sheets of steel. At first, they're nothing more than flat pieces of metal. It's hard to imagine that within just a few hours, these plain sheets will become the body of a sleek, polished vehicle. The steel arrives in massive rolls and is fed into specialized machines that cut and shape it. This stage is known as stamping. Powerful press machines mold the steel into essential parts like doors, roofs, hoods, and side panels. Once shaped, these individual parts move to the welding section. Here, robotic arms join them together to create a strong, solid structure. This is the moment when the flat sheets truly begin to resemble a car. Although it's still just a metal frame, the transformation is clearly underway. Precision is critical at this stage. If even one component doesn't align properly, it can affect the entire body structure. Gradually, piece by piece, the parts come together to form a complete body shell. This shell becomes the foundation upon which the entire car is built. What makes this process so impressive is that the transformation doesn't happen all at once. It's the result of countless small, carefully coordinated steps. Every robot, every machine, and every worker plays an important role, and it never stops. As soon as one body shell is completed, the next one begins. Steel sheets continue entering from one side, while fully formed car bodies move out from the other. Once the body structure is firmly welded together, the next stage demands even greater strength and precision: robotic welding. In this area, the collaboration between humans and machines becomes especially clear. Large robotic arms move with incredible accuracy, placing each weld exactly where it's needed. They work in perfect timing, completing each weld point within seconds. But this doesn't mean humans are no longer involved. Skilled technicians monitor the robots, adjust the settings, and ensure every joint meets strict safety standards. Machines provide the speed and power. Humans provide oversight and judgment. Together, they create a strong and durable body designed to keep passengers safe for years to come. After welding, the body moves into one of the most advanced and sensitive stages of the process: painting. From the outside, the paint shop may look calm, but inside, it's a highly controlled environment. Even a tiny dust particle can ruin the finish of a vehicle. That's why the entire area is kept dust-free. The air itself is filtered to prevent any contamination. Robots once again play a major role here. Using electrostatic painting technology, they spray the paint evenly across the surface of the car body. This method ensures the paint adheres smoothly, with no excess buildup and no thin spots. The body is coated in several layers during this process. First comes a protective layer to guard against rust and corrosion. Then, the color coat is applied. Finally, a clear layer adds shine. and protection. Slowly, the plain metal frame begins to transform into a glossy, eye-catching vehicle. And then comes one of the most significant moments in the entire manufacturing process: the joining of the engine and the body. Many people in the industry refer to this as the wedding of the production line, when the heart of the car finally meets its body. Up to this point, the car's body has been built separately, while major components like the engine and transmission have been assembled elsewhere. Now comes the moment when they are brought together for the first time. On one side, there's the completed body shell. On the other, the powertrain. Using advanced equipment, the engine and transmission are carefully lifted and precisely mounted beneath the body. This step requires absolute accuracy because it's where the vehicle's structure and its core mechanical systems come together. Even the smallest mistake at this stage could affect the car's overall performance. Once this union is complete, the vehicle moves forward to the interior installation phase, the stage where it truly begins to feel like a real car. Seats are installed, the dashboard is fitted into place, wiring is connected, and electronic systems are carefully integrated. At this stage, human involvement becomes even more important because the work requires attention to fine details. Technicians install screens, control panels, airbags, and adjust seating positions to ensure everything is comfortable and secure. Slowly, what was once just a metal frame starts transforming into a fully equipped modern vehicle. Where there was once only bare steel, there are now seats, a functional control system, and a complete network of electronics. This transformation doesn't happen in one big leap. It's the result of many small, carefully coordinated steps. Each department plays its part, and the car steadily advances from one stage to the next. Throughout this entire journey, machines and people work side by side, turning a simple structure into a finished automobile. But even when the interior is fully installed and the car looks complete from the outside, its journey isn't over. The most important step still remains: quality testing. Before any vehicle leaves the factory, it must prove that everything works exactly as it should. A dedicated section of the factory focuses entirely on inspection. Finished cars are examined thoroughly, not just with a quick glance, but through a detailed and systematic process. First comes a visual inspection. The body is checked for scratches, the paint finish is examined, and doors are tested to make sure they close perfectly. Next comes the technical evaluation. The braking system, steering, lights, electronics, every system is carefully tested. In some cases, vehicles are placed on specialized testing machines that simulate real road conditions. Without ever leaving the factory, the car can be evaluated for how it would perform on different types of terrain. Inspectors listen for unusual noises, check for vibrations, and make sure every component feels solid and secure. Some vehicles are even sprayed with water to confirm there are no leaks, ensuring the car remains safe and reliable in rainy conditions. The engine and electronic systems are also thoroughly tested to verify that everything is functioning flawlessly. If even a minor issue is detected, the vehicle is sent back immediately for correction. There is no rushing this stage. Customer trust and safety come first. Only after passing all inspections is the car approved for shipment. This entire process ensures that every vehicle meets strict standards before it reaches the customer. That's why when a car finally leaves the factory, it carries not only the precision of advanced machinery, but also a strong seal of reliability. When it comes to daily production, it's impressive to learn that more than 2,000 vehicles are built here every single day. That number doesn't just reflect scale, it shows how smoothly the entire system operates. At any given moment, multiple stages of production are happening simultaneously. In one area, a new body is being assembled. In another, vehicles are being painted. Somewhere else, interiors are being installed, while finished cars undergo quality checks. Hundreds of vehicles are moving through different stages at the same time. It's like a city where activity is happening everywhere at once. Except here, every minute matters. Each section completes its task on schedule so the next stage can begin without delay. This seamless coordination is what allows thousands of cars to be produced daily without interruption. And achieving this level of large-scale production isn't just about machines. It's about perfect teamwork between technology and people. Achieving this level of production doesn't happen by accident. It requires detailed planning, continuous training, and constant monitoring. Every employee and every system has a specific role to play. That's what makes it possible to produce such a high number of vehicles each day while still maintaining strict quality standards. This balance between quantity and quality is what truly sets the entire operation apart. But this leads to an important question. What's the real purpose behind building such a fast production line? Is it simply about making more cars in less time? The answer goes beyond speed. It's really about scale, the ability to produce large numbers of vehicles consistently and reliably. In the automotive industry, being fast isn't enough. True strength lies in producing thousands of dependable vehicles every day without sacrificing quality. When a system can operate at this scale, it means the company isn't just meeting today's demand, it's preparing for tomorrow's growth. Large-scale production helps lower long-term costs, makes it easier to introduce new models, and strengthens the company's position in the market. Speed is only one part of the equation. The bigger challenge is building a system efficient enough to handle massive output smoothly. This advantage becomes especially clear when looking at hybrid vehicles like the Camry and RAV4. These models show how hybrid technology can be successfully produced on a large scale. When hybrid vehicles can be built within the same production system as traditional models, it allows the company to move toward the future without completely rebuilding its operations. Hybrids serve as a bridge between conventional gasoline engines and fully electric vehicles. Models like the Camry Hybrid and RAV4 Hybrid prove that this technology isn't just experimental, it's part of a long-term strategy. Because they are produced on the same assembly lines as other vehicles, there's no need to construct an entirely new facility. This flexibility makes it easier to adopt even more advanced technologies in the future. What's even more impressive is that luxury vehicles are also built within this same production network. Premium models from Lexus are manufactured alongside standard vehicles. This demonstrates that the facility isn't limited to everyday transportation. It can also produce high-end vehicles within the same system. Whether it's a practical family car or a luxury model, both can be built efficiently under one roof. From the outside, the factory may appear focused on producing traditional and hybrid vehicles, but behind the scenes, preparations are already underway for an electric future. The focus isn't only on assembling current models. It also includes developing battery technology and advanced electrical systems. This shows that the facility isn't just designed for present needs. It's preparing for future challenges. Battery research plays a key role in this effort, because in electric vehicles, the real strength lies not just in the motor, but in the battery itself. Teams inside the factory are working to make batteries more efficient, safer, and longer lasting. They are also studying how to integrate battery systems smoothly into the existing production structure. This approach ensures that if demand for electric vehicles rises, the transition won't be sudden or disruptive. Instead, it can be introduced gradually within the current framework. That's where the importance of a flexible production line becomes clear. Today, the line produces vehicles with conventional engines as well as hybrid models, but it has been designed in a way that, if needed, it can also be adapted to build fully electric vehicles. This means the company won't necessarily need to construct a completely new factory. Instead, it can upgrade and modify the existing system. That flexibility is a major part of its future strategy. Rather than making an abrupt shift from gasoline to electric, the plan is to evolve step by step, moving from conventional engines to hybrids and eventually toward full electrification in a smooth and controlled way. The shift toward the future isn't a straight leap. It's a gradual transition. And to support that transition, the production line is being prepared well in advance. But advanced machines and smart systems alone aren't enough. Real change also depends on people. As technology evolves, workers need new skills to keep up. That's why continuous training has become a key part of the process. Employees are regularly trained to work with new equipment, battery technologies, and advanced electronic systems. Their previous experience with conventional vehicles isn't being replaced. It's being expanded. Traditional knowledge is being combined with modern expertise. As a result, workers who once specialized in gasoline-powered cars are now becoming familiar with hybrid and electric systems as well. This creates a flexible workforce, capable of adapting to whatever technology the future brings. However, the true strength of a large factory doesn't lie only in its machines or workforce. It also depends heavily on its supply chain, the vast network that ensures every part, whether big or small, arrives exactly when and where it's needed. A strong local supply network plays a major role here. When many parts are sourced from nearby suppliers, it reduces both delivery time and transportation costs. It also minimizes the risk of delays caused by global disruptions. With reliable supplies arriving on time, the production line can continue running without interruption, something that's absolutely essential for large-scale manufacturing. Closely connected to this system is the philosophy of Kaizen, which focuses on continuous improvement. The idea is simple. No matter how efficient a process may seem, there's always room to make it better. Small improvements are constantly being made, finding ways to speed up certain tasks, reduce the time needed to install a component, or improve workplace safety. These may seem like minor adjustments, but over time, they add up to significant progress. This mindset prevents the system from becoming stagnant and instead keeps it evolving. When you combine a strong supply chain with a culture of continuous improvement, a powerful strategy becomes clear. Mass production at scale. The ability to produce vehicles in large numbers brings major advantages. As production increases, costs naturally decrease. Repeating optimized processes saves time, improves efficiency, and lowers the cost per vehicle. This could become an even greater strength in the future, especially as demand grows for high-quality yet affordable vehicles. Within this strategy, hybrid vehicles play an important role. They act as a bridge between traditional gasoline engines and fully electric systems. Hybrids create a balanced approach, allowing the company to gradually transition toward electrification without completely overhauling its operations overnight. In many ways, hybrids serve as a practical transition plan, meeting today's market needs while steadily preparing for tomorrow. Looking further ahead, one of the most talked about innovations is the solid-state battery. This technology is widely seen as a major step forward because it functions differently from conventional lithium-ion batteries. It promises improved safety, faster charging times, and greater driving range. Although solid-state batteries haven't yet become mainstream, preparations are already underway. The idea is that when demand for electric vehicles continues to grow, this technology could make a significant impact. This naturally raises an interesting question. If a company is ready to adopt solid-state battery technology on a large scale, how might that reshape the competitive landscape, especially for companies currently seen as leaders in electric vehicles? For example, Tesla is often associated with innovation and cutting-edge EV technology. But if another manufacturer combines advanced battery technology with a powerful large-scale production system, the competition may no longer be just about innovation alone. It could shift toward who can successfully implement innovation at scale. That's the real power of scaling. When a company has the ability to manufacture in high volumes, it can introduce and spread new technologies quickly and efficiently, turning innovation into something widely accessible, not just experimental. If technologies like solid-state batteries are introduced into a production system that's already built for large-scale operations, their impact can be felt in the market very quickly. That's what makes this development so important. It has the potential to reshape competition in the automotive world. At the same time, companies like BYD face a different kind of challenge. They've built a strong position in battery innovation and electric vehicle technology. But scaling production globally is a completely different task. It requires more than just advanced technology. It demands a deep understanding of manufacturing systems, supply chain management, and the unique needs of different international markets. When a company successfully strengthens its global production network, it can shift the balance of competition. In the future, the race may not be decided solely by who develops the best battery. Instead, it could come down to who can manufacture that technology reliably, in high volumes, and adapt it for markets around the world. The progress being made in solid-state batteries reflects this larger picture, where cutting-edge technology and large-scale manufacturing must work together. That's why this conversation isn't limited to research labs. It extends to global production strategies and long-term industrial planning. If you enjoy exploring behind-the-scenes insights into the automotive industry and its future, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any major updates about the next generation of mobility.